Well, hello. It's great to be back with you. DJ and I are so excited that you are a part of us in this little group event and that we have another opportunity to share some exciting things with you. And the first thing that we want to share with you is to really kind of dip in a little bit more to some of these plant-based nutrients we're talking about. So DJ is going to share with you some fantastic and amazing things, including a really exciting demo. So get your stopwatches out if you're all about time and immediate results, because you are going to love this. So DJ is going to share what we like to call our health core, our main 3 plant-based nutrients products that, as she explains them to you, you'll see why they're not just amazing as each one, but when put together, they truly are a health core for our bodies. So take that away, DJ. We can't wait to see what you're going to share with us. And my stopwatch is ready.
Okay, good, because you got to time me. Thank you, Miss Annette. So I gave my testimonial about my MS, and honestly, my experience was so profound that, probably I would have done really well if I had just taken our CBD product and our proteolytic enzyme. But a few days after Annette overnighted some product to me, I had ordered the Health Core and I started taking it. And this really, really changed my life. I mean, it just was so profound to me how different things have become. So one of the things that I had already talked about, my headaches, and headaches are a big deal. But, headaches are bad news. They're debilitating. And there's a lot of people that you probably know that are suffering from headaches. But I mentioned that I drank Coca-Cola in order to control my headaches. And so once I started taking the Health Core, within just a few days, I had kicked my Coke habit. I was addicted to Coca-Cola. And within just a few days, I was no longer addicted. So that was a huge blessing. And then on top of that, of course, since I wasn't taking all that Excedrin, and because I was starting to get good gut health, within just a few days of taking the Health Core, I was able to stop taking an I had acid reflux, and my acid reflux in just a few days was gone. I no longer have to take an acid pump one of those medications. I was taking ranitidine. My husband took omeprazole. We don't have to take either of those anymore. Both of us have resolved our gut issues. And let's just be honest, most of us are a little bit constipated. And again, within just a few days, that constipation was gone. Having regular bowel movements, let's just be frank. That's one of the best signs of good health, is that you're regular. So all of those things have taken place in my life and just have been huge. So I'm going to share, first of all, out of our Health Core, I'm going to share the Life digestive enzyme. As you've heard, Annette has talked about Life. I get that right there. There it is, Life. The Life digestive enzyme, she talked about how much it changed her life, and I'm telling you, it's changed my life. All good health begins in the gut. And if we're not using a good digestive enzyme, we can't be healthy, because most of the food that we eat is processed. And once a food has been processed, all of the enzymes are dead. So I just want you to think about what percentage of your diet is raw fruits and vegetables. If we want to have enough enzymes in our system, it has to be 80%. So put a comment below if 80% of your diet is raw fruits and vegetables, and we're going to give you a high five. But for most of us, that's just not the case. We don't eat enough raw fruits and vegetables, so we don't have the digestive enzymes that we need in our system. So I'm going to show you a little demo, okay? One of the things that happens is that without enough digestive enzymes in our system, our digestion, we just aren't getting the nutrients. We're not extracting the nutrients from the foods that we eat. So I'm opening a Jell-O pudding snack pack. Okay, that's a Jell-O pudding snack pack right there. So at the end of the world, when the only living thing left is the cockroach, and cockroaches are eating Twinkies, they're going to be following it up with their pudding snack packs. This is a processed food. It's a dairy product that can sit on your shelf for almost forever. And it's very hard to digest, but it's just indicative of the processed foods that we eat. They're hard to digest. So I'm just going to take one Life capsule, Here's my pudding. I'm going to open it up just because I don't want to wait for the capsule to dissolve. And I'm going to pop this into my pudding. And I'm just going to start stirring the pudding. So you may not realize this, but after you have cooked a food to about 115, 116 degrees, all of the enzymes are dead. Now, you know that when you're eating, that the very first part of digestion is salivating. Oh, slobber, right? And that's the body actually creating enzymes, because our bodies do create a certain amount of enzymes, but it's not enough. The food has to also have enzymes in it. And then what happens is the food goes down into the stomach, and it starts churning with the stomach acids, and the enzymes and the stomach acids in the food start to break the food down, so that by the time it passes out of your intestines and or stomach and into your intestines, it should be semi-liquid. And if it's not semi-liquid, then your body cannot absorb the nutrients through the lining of the intestines. That's where we get our nutrients from. It's not in our stomach, it's in our intestines. Oh, are we a minute? Oh, we've gone a minute. So I'm going to show you what happened in a minute. So that sloppy, gloppy, thick, gooey pudding in 1 minute has broken down into a semi-liquid, and we're going to just set this aside. And within just a few more minutes, this will be completely liquid by the time we're finished. Not only that, it'll be all foamy and bubbly on the top. It's really interesting. So life is very important. We take 1 or 2 life enzymes, depending on the kind of meal that we're eating, the heaviness of it, with every meal. So it's a with a meal supplement. The second supplement that I want to share with you is, well, where is it? There it is. It's called Balance. The American Medical Association says that everyone should be supplementing, that the food that we have in the United States and in most of the Western world simply does not have the minerals, the vitamins in it that it used to. In fact, it now takes 50 apples to compare to what an apple was when I was a child in the 60s. Because our soils have been depleted, we don't have the minerals, we're using chemical pesticides, we're using herbicides, and we're killing our soil and we're destroying the nutritional value of our food. So balance is a very important vitamin, mineral. Nobody realizes how really, really important minerals are, but they're vital to our health. Supplement. So again, this is something that we take 1 with every meal. And then the third supplement that I want to share with you is called Vibe. Now, I told you that I got over Coca-Cola in about 3 days. That's because I've got my Vibe. I no longer have a need for a caffeine crutch in my life. So Vibe really, really is exciting because it's a B vitamin complex. And it has some of the most powerful B vitamins on the planet, including lion's mane mushroom. So again, we've got a whole food here, no synthetics, nothing artificial, everything plant-based, very, very powerful. I personally take 2 Vibe in the morning when I first get up, and then I take 1 at about 3 o'clock in the afternoon. And what that does for me is it keeps me level. I'm on a level playing field all day long. I don't get that big plunge after lunch. I don't get that big dip. And I feel great all day. And then because I don't take it too late at night, I don't have any trouble sleeping at all. So those are the health core. I want to add anything, Miss Annette?
Well, show us what it looks like again. Pour it back from the glass to the pudding cup one more time.
Well, if you can kind of see this, there's actually like a little foamy bubbles on the top. It is even more liquidy now. It actually looks more like milk. It's just amazing how this breaks down. And with somebody who's had digestive issues and acid reflux for years, to be able to eat a meal and never feel bloated and never feel indigestion and never get the burpees or any of that kind of stuff, it's amazing.
It's fabulous. It is absolutely fabulous. And I will say that the very first time I saw that demonstration, my first thought was, oh no, what if I need to get on an airplane? But I am relieved to say, and I love telling people, this is just your stomach. It goes through the rest of your digestive system. You are okay to go on a long car ride, get on an airplane. This is not a diuretic. And I clarify that to people because a diuretic is detrimental to your health. What will happen is it will actually pull from your body nutrients and deplete your whole system. This is the beginning of the digestion process that actually enables your body to pull more nutrients from that and feed your body and more easily get rid of the junk and the waste and the stuff we don't need. So don't worry, it finishes going through your digestive system and all is well, but you are going to be happier and you are going to, can we say it, Darlene? You're going to poop a little more often.
And that is good.
Thing. That's a good thing. It's actually, if you research it, it's a sign of really strong health, is when we're more regular and more comfortable with that regularity. So that was awesome, Darlene. Thank you so much. I love the health core. These things have replaced so many things in my medicine cabinet you just wouldn't even believe. If you don't believe me, go home and look at your multivitamin and tell me what all the list of things are on the back of that. And if you see the word ascorbic acid, ASCORBIC, ascorbic acid on the back of your container, you can pretty much, well, not rest assured, but stay awake at night knowing that you're eating chemicals, not plant-based nutrients. So something else to think about. But thanks for sharing all that with us, Darlene. That was fabulous. And I think we have some more things to share another time with you. So thanks for joining us again.